My wife was killed in a freak accident this morning, and I found something quite disturbing on her computer this afternoon. Liz was the love of my life. We were teenage sweethearts and married shy of 32 years. Today started like any other. I woke up, Liz snoring gently beside me. I headed out to the gym and on the way home stopped for coffee for us both from our favorite cafe. Liz was up and on the computer. When I got back in, dressed still in her dressing gown with that bedhead tousled hair I found irresistible. I placed her coffee down, kissed her forehead and went to get ready for work. A regular morning. Liz was due to meet me for lunch. She sounded excited on the phone that morning, saying she'd heard of a new sushi place that was apparently the best in town. I chuckled and agreed to meet her at the entrance to my building, so we could walk together. Neither of us saw the car. I mean, there was no time. One moment we were talking, laughing about menu choices, and the next minute, my beautiful Liz was gone. Simply ripped away in a second. I held Liz as she lay dying, trying desperately to make out the words she was slurring through bleeding lips. It was useless though. She was incomprehensible. And then she was gone. Numbly I gave my statement to the police, and held back a bitter laugh when they asked if there was anyone they could call for me. Liz was all I had. I went home and decided to hit the bottle, but the cupboards were bare of alcohol. Not wanting to go out again, nor wanting to charge my phone for fear of being bothered with sympathies from my work colleagues, I decided to jump on DoorDash on Liz's computer. I guess it wasn't technically hers, but she used it more. She was the tech savvy on in the relationship. I turned it on and waited for it to boot up, holding back tears as I looked around our kitchen. Everything reminded me of her. DoorDash was basic enough for me to navigate, and within a few minutes it ordered enough alcohol to stock a small pub. It was purely by accident that I clicked the little notification that popped up saying there was a new email to read. At first I didn't really realize what I was doing, reading someone else's email. Even if it was my own wife, it was still an invasion of privacy. But it was too late, and the more I read the less I worried about invading privacy and began to stress about my own safety. I scrolled down to read the previous messages, my stomach dropping with each sentence. I'll be away this weekend. He's a light sleeper. Wait under the bed, and when you hear him snoring, start to make scratching noises. It's one of his childhood fears. It'll get him good. It was a childhood fear, hearing noises under my bed. I'd confided in my wife, and she had told someone in a way for it to be used against me. He works late on Thursday. Follow him in your car and make sure to get real close. He's always paranoid about someone hitting his bike. I don't care if you do hit him. I'd rather the bike in one piece though. It'll sell for a mint. He is spending too much time and money on his stupid hobby. Burn the shed down. And don't bother to check if he's inside it first. Out of town again. Kitchen knives sharpened at the ready. Take your time and really savor the moment. Don't rush things. I could remember each event mentioned. The shed, I was supposed to be in there, but I was called into work. I remembered the car that followed me home that Thursday. It was up my arse dangerously close. And I felt more intimidated than I had in my whole life. I'd even told Liz about it when I got home, and she had hugged me and told me she was glad I was safe. The bed incident I had put down to a bad dream, but I distinctly remember waking up in a cold sweat. Sure, it heard cackling below. I was too scared to look though. And the last time she went away, I'd gone to my brother's for an impromptu card night. We were broken into while I was out, but nothing was stolen. The last email my wife sent was this morning, and a chill went through me when I realized I had been home when she sent it when I'd saw her on the computer as it arrived home with the coffees. She had simply said today's the day. The email that I had just received, the one I accidentally opened and that started this whole mess, was a reply a thumb emoji. I could only hope that whatever today's the day meant, it was just a sort of sick practical joke like the other incidents had been. But my gut instinct told me I was wrong, and that it meant something bad, very bad. I've thought about replying to the email. I've thought about going to the police. But with both scenarios, what would I say? I've got no proof apart from a few emails. I don't even know who the other person is. I'm staying at a hotel for the time being, until I can access my next steps. The worst thing was, when I was leaving, in a mad dash grabbing an overnight bag and change of clothes, I could swear I felt someone watching me. The hairs on my neck were standing on edge. It felt like the tension in the air could be cut with a knife. Again, I was too afraid to check under the bed, but I swore I could hear light scratching coming from under there. So yeah, it's been a day. I love my wife, and I'm going to mourn her like crazy. But finding out she's hired someone to kill me, Well, it dampens the whole thing, you know? As the night closes in and the echoes of this tale linger, I extend my deepest gratitude to you, dear viewer. If you enjoyed this story, consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Your comments are the key to new adventures. What dark mysteries do you want to uncover next? Explore my other videos for more haunting narratives and eerie experiences. Stay tuned, for the night is full of secrets yet to be revealed. Until then, stay intrigued and stay haunted.